Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So I'm sure that by now everybody's familiar with this controversial Dove ad that has been pulled, and they issued an apology. But in the ad, it featured an African American woman. She pulls up her shirt and becomes white. And then they have this white woman pull up her shirt and she becomes some other ethnicity. I'm not sure if it's Latino or whatever. But this ad was taken down because it's obviously racially insensitive, to say the least, and just outright racist, to be blunt. Because there's a whole history that goes along with this. This idea that blackness represents some kind of filthiness or dirtiness or some kind of fault or some kind of flaw, and that you have to cleanse yourself of blackness. And this is nothing new. This whole image that I'm showing you right now is nothing new. There's a long history tied to equating blackness with filth and dirt and grime. And you all remember, I think it was about a year ago, where you saw this Asian ad where they featured this black man coming on to this Asian woman. She throws him into the washing machine and he comes out Asian, suggesting that he was filthy and he had to be washed to cleanse himself of this blackness. That's a long running stereotype of black people. And this is a post from Stacey Patton. She's a professor here in Baltimore. I encourage people to follow her on Twitter and on Facebook. Well, actually follow her on Facebook. I follow her there. A friend of mine on Facebook posted this. And I'm just going to show you some images that were included with this post. So that's Dove. But here you have this image right here that talks about we're using this cleansing product, to get rid of this blackness. It says bleaching soap. And then you have this other ad right here where it has this person in a tub, and they're black. Part of them is black and part of them is white, assuming that the clean parts of him are white. So he's in this soap to cleanse himself of this blackness, of this filth of blackness. And here's another image right here where you had this kid in the tub. He's using some kind of soap, and all of a sudden parts of him are white because those parts are clean, suggesting that blackness is ugly, suggesting that blackness is disgusting and filthy. Like when you play out in the dirt and you get all grimy or you get filthy, the first thing you want to do is take a bath or a shower or something like that. And they're equating our blackness with this. And we wonder why so many of our people hate our dark skin, hate our natural features. It's because of years of programming such like this. This type of programming. This is despicable that something like this would happen in this modern age. And here's another image where they're literally washing the blackness off of this man. And we wonder why people get skin bleaching, why people have caught up into this colorism. It's this kind of messaging that has been pounded into the heads of our people for decades, if not centuries, that causes this self-hatred. So Dove, they should be ashamed of themselves. An apology is good. It's good that they apologize, but it's not enough. They've done this kind of thing before. They've had racially insensitive ads before, and it's just time for people to reevaluate their choices, man. You have so many choices of cleaning products to buy. Why buy a product from a company that has no respect for you? And I can't understand why a black person would participate in such an ad. Why a black person would voluntarily participate in this kind of ad. Understanding what's going on. It's just mind-boggling that you have people who are willing to voluntarily voluntarily play the role of the coon just for a few coins in their pocket. So tell me what y'all think, man.